regardless, Scott is always going to be family to me, and I don't want to lose any of my family. I want us all to be together and to stick together.
It's not easy being us.
Not easy
But you
living
look
here.
good, but
So
you always do. And you haven't been going anywhere, which I like. Me neither.
It all started with a few innocent clips, a laugh here, a glance there, but in Kardashian land, innocent never stays that way for long. When fans caught Khloé Kardashian and Scott Disick hanging out more than usual, cracking inside jokes on camera, spotted having cozy dinners under paparazzi flashes, the internet lost its mind. What began as simple curiosity turned into full-blown obsession. Rumors exploded across social media, with fans whispering that the two were closer than ever.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh my
you already
God.
know what it. Thank you.
Holy.
That's a beautiful item you just gave me. Appreciate that.
Wow.
Just like I like it, thank you.
Then came the viral TikTok. Scott teasing Khloé on the Kardashians, captioned, "The chemistry is unreal. Are we sure they're just friends?" And just like that, the whole narrative flipped overnight. That fun brother-sister vibe they'd shared for years suddenly became tabloid gold. Fan edits everywhere, podcasts dissecting every look, YouTube gossip channels dropping evidence, and Twitter going wild with theories.
Your hair looks nice. Is it amber?
Is my hair amber?
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
It's called cowboy
I
copper.
got a smoothie if you don't mind.
For longtime Kardashian watchers, this wasn't new. Every time Scott got a little too friendly with one of the sisters, especially Khloé, the same storm brewed. But this time, something felt different. Maybe it was the timing. Kourtney was off living her rock star fairy tale with Travis Barker, barely speaking to Scott. Scott had gone quiet, popping up only in small glimpses. And Khloé? She was posting cryptic quotes about loyalty, energy, and real friendship.
If you had the opportunity to meet the perfect girl, what does that look like on paper?
Like, I'll tell you.
This guy. What's happening?
The kind of captions that send fans straight into detective mode. The tabloids went into overdrive. Headlines screamed, "Khloé and Scott's late night connection, what's really going on?" And yet through all the chaos, Khloé said absolutely nothing. No denials, no explanations, just silence. And the occasional selfie that fans swore looked like she was hiding something. But here's the thing. In Kardashian culture, silence is never just silence. It's strategy. And for weeks, her silence became the loudest sound in pop culture. One Reddit user wrote, "She's clearly letting the world talk because she doesn't care anymore." Another guessed, "Or maybe she's just waiting for the perfect time to set the record straight." The internet split right down the middle, half shouting, "They're just friends," while the rest whispered, "Nah, there's something going on." Every day, Khloé stayed quiet. The buzz grew louder. Then it happened, the clip that broke the internet. A leaked scene from the upcoming season of the Kardashians showed Khloé staring straight into the camera, flashing a tiny smile and saying, "I think people love a good story, even if they have to make it up."
But I haven't talked to like Court or the kids or anything like that yet.
Yeah, would Mason be okay with it?
Well, I don't know.
No names, no details, just that calm, knowing tone. And the fandom went crazy. Was she finally addressing the Scott rumors? Or was this just another master move from a family that knows how to control the game better than anyone alive? Either way, the silence was shattered. Khloé Kardashian was ready to talk. But before the headlines, before the fan theories and the viral edits, there was history. Because the truth is, Khloé Kardashian and Scott Disick didn't just meet in fame, they grew up in it together. From the earliest seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, their connection was magnetic. Not romantic, not secret, but deeply real.
What's happening?
I would probably sell this house.
Oh my God.
And I'd sell the other houses that I'm building, and then I would do the same thing there. And just, do buildings and apartments and stuff like that.
I don't think any of this is thoroughly thought out. This is like an impulse purchase, but an impulse move. And that's never good.
When the cameras rolled, Khloé and Scott were pure chaos and comedy. Teasing, arguing, laughing like two siblings who couldn't help but push each other's buttons. "You're literally the most annoying person I've ever met," Khloé snapped once. "And yet you keep calling me every day," Scott fired back. Their bond wasn't built on attraction, it was built on loyalty, and that's what made it so powerful and over time so misunderstood. Through Scott's wildest years, the breakups, the partying, the scandals, Khloé never turned her back. She called him out when no one else dared and defended him when everyone else walked away. "Khloé's like my therapist," Scott once joked, "except she charges me in sarcasm." But behind the jokes was something genuine, unconditional support. Khloé saw sides of Scott few others did. The father trying to grow, the man still healing after Kourtney, the person behind the chaos. Over time, that loyalty deepened. Family dinners became private hangouts, work meetings turned into long, late-night calls, and that playful friendship, it evolved into something fans still can't quite define. Not romance, not business, but something real enough to keep the internet guessing. To the Kardashians, Scott's family always has been, but to the fans, that line's never been clear. The two share moments that look emotional, a quick hand on the shoulder, a comforting hug, a laugh that lingers a little too long, and boom, the internet loses control. On reality TV, every touch, every glance gets magnified and twisted into something juicy. "If I hug him, it's headlines. If I don't, it's tension," Khloé once vented, frustration written all over her face. "I can't win either way." And that's the price of living under a spotlight this bright. No gesture goes unseen, no friendship goes untouched by speculation. At its heart, Khloé's connection with Scott isn't scandal, it's survival. Two people who've both been burned, both misunderstood, both carrying the pressure of being the relatable ones in a family built on perfection. They get each other's humor, pain, and grind, and in a world where loyalty fades fast, that kind of bond stands out. Maybe that's why fans can't stop twisting it, because when you live in a culture that only recognizes chaos and romance, genuine loyalty looks like something else entirely. "He's like my brother," Khloé has said again and again, but people don't want to believe that, so the whispers grew. One photo here, one interview there, one TikTok edit, until the line between friendship and rumor completely disappeared. And Khloé? She knew silence couldn't last forever, because in the Kardashian universe, every silence eventually demands a response. For weeks, she watched the headlines pile up like a storm she never caused. Every video, every laugh with Scott was turned into proof of something that never existed. The noise got so loud it started drowning out her actual life. And if Khloé Kardashian is known for anything, it's patience. She lets people talk, lets them speculate, lets the internet spin its stories. But eventually, even patience snaps. Silence starts to feel like surrender. And this week, Khloé decided she was done staying quiet. It all went down on the Kardashians, a scene so subtle you could almost miss it. Khloé sat at brunch with Kim, scrolling through her phone, eyes narrowing at the comments flooding her feed. "Apparently, I'm secretly dating Scott now," she said with a half laugh that didn't quite hide her irritation. "You can't even breathe next to a man in this family without it becoming a headline." Kim smirked, always ready to stir. "Well, you do spend more time with him than anyone else." Khloé froze for a moment, not angry, just real. "Yeah," she said slowly, "because he's family, because he's broken, because someone has to care." The air in the room shifted. It wasn't just a clapback, it was a confession. Later in the episode came the moment fans were waiting for. Khloé in her confessional, looking straight into the camera, no smile this time. Her voice calm, but edged with exhaustion. "People have been making up stories about me and Scott for years," she said. "It's never been like that, not even once. He's my brother, not my boyfriend. I love him, but not like that." Then came the line that shook the internet. "I think people are just uncomfortable seeing real loyalty. They assume it has to be romantic because they don't understand love without an agenda." That sentence hit like lightning. It wasn't bitter, it was brutally honest. No performance, no shade. Just a woman tired of being misunderstood. She wasn't defending herself anymore. She was protecting her peace. "I've been dragged through so many false stories," she added. "This one just happens to be the most ridiculous." And you could feel it. That mix of hurt, strength, and calm that only comes after years of being the family's emotional anchor. The fixer, the forgiver, the one who takes the heat so others don't have to. But this time, she was done playing that role. Within minutes, the clip blew up everywhere, millions of views, endless comments. Some praised her raw honesty, others said, "Finally." "This is the most real Khloé has sounded in years," one fan wrote. You can feel the pain behind her calm. It wasn't just a confession, it was a reset, and the internet knew it. maybe that was the truth all along. Her calm wasn't indifference, it was pure exhaustion. A woman finally tired of defending something that never needed defending in the first place. By the end of that episode, it was crystal clear. Khloé Kardashian wasn't here to feed the gossip anymore. She was here to bury it. When she finally addressed the Scott Disick rumors, the internet didn't just react, it exploded. In a world addicted to chaos, no one saw it coming. That quiet, confident tone, no tears, no drama, just truth. Within minutes, the clip from the Kardashians went nuclear. Millions of TikTok views, endless tweets, Reddit threads dissecting everything from her tone to the way she crossed her arms mid-sentence. Everyone had something to say, and every opinion was loud. For some fans, it was a reset, right? The old Khloé was back, strong, sharp, unapologetic. "This is the Khloé I missed," one fan wrote. "No filters, no acting, just straight up honesty." Another added, "She's the only one in that family who can shut down a rumor with one sentence." That line, "I think people are just uncomfortable seeing real loyalty," became a quote of the week. Reposted everywhere, even by people who didn't care about the Kardashians. It turned into something bigger, a statement about friendship, loyalty, and how society twists every genuine connection into a love story. For a moment, Khloé became relatable again, not for her glam or brand deals, but for that visible fatigue, that quiet, "I'm done" energy everyone's felt at least once. It wasn't PR polish, it was raw burnout turned into grace. But of course, not everyone bought it because the internet always needs a villain. Some said she looked too defensive, others claimed her body language betrayed her. Then came the wild theories. Maybe it was all scripted for ratings, maybe she was covering for Scott. The way she said "love without an agenda" sounded personal, one tweet read. "There's no way you fake that kind of emotion," said another. "Something's there, she's just not admitting it yet." And just like that, the rumor she tried to end grew new legs. Fans dug up old clips, hugs, smiles, inside jokes, all evidence repackaged with dramatic music. Her closure became more fuel, because in Kardashian world, truth doesn't end stories, it upgrades them. As debates raged, the internet split in two. Half saw a woman taking back control, half saw someone hiding behind calmness. "I believe her," one fan wrote. "She's just exhausted. You can see it." "No chance," another replied. "If nothing was there, she wouldn't be that emotional." That tension, belief versus doubt, that's exactly what keeps the Kardashian machine spinning. Even when Khloé's raw and honest, people still twist her into a mystery. Even when she's genuine, her authenticity becomes plot development. But beneath the noise, something rare surfaced: empathy. People started opening up about their own experiences, being judged for close friendships, for caring without romance, for showing loyalty without an agenda. "Khloé's right," said one viral TikTok. "People can't process love unless it's romantic. That's why we project." And maybe that's why her words hit so deep. Because behind the fame, filters, and headlines, her exhaustion felt universal. The pain of being misunderstood in plain sight. That's something everyone's lived. By the end of the day, hashtags like #leave Khloé alone and #real loyalty were trending. Whether people believed her or not, they were talking. The world had heard her loud and clear, and this time she wasn't the story being told. She was the one telling it. After that emotional wave hit the internet, all eyes turned to one man: Scott Disick. Would he respond, crack a joke, post a meme, maybe defend her like he always used to? But this time, Scott said nothing. No interviews, no stories, not even a cheeky comment. And for Scott Disick, that silence said everything. While Kourtney pulled back into her bubble, Kris Jenner went straight into damage control mode. The family matriarch knows the game better than anyone. Every headline, every camera angle, every dollar tied to the Kardashian name. To Kris, emotion is powerful, but uncontained emotion, that's chaos. Kris immediately started coordinating with Hulu's team, one insider spilled. She wanted Khloé's statement to feel real, not like some PR stunt. Behind the scenes, Kris reportedly sat both Scott and Khloé down, her voice calm but sharp, telling them to keep things clean for the sake of the brand. She's done this for over a decade, spinning pain into profit, chaos into control. As one producer joked, Kris's job is to turn pain into PR, and no one on earth does it better. Meanwhile, Kim Kardashian slipped into her usual mediator role, checking in with both sisters, but steering clear of public commentary. She's too seasoned to pick sides under the spotlight. Kim was proud of Khloé, said a close friend. She's been there, misunderstood, attacked, forced to explain herself. She knew what it took for Khloé to finally speak. Kylie kept her support subtle, just quiet likes on posts praising Khloé's honesty. She didn't say a word publicly, but in the Kardashian world, even a like can make headlines. Through it all, the unexpected center of attention was Scott Disick, trapped in a storyline he never asked for. He's always been close to the family, but after Khloé's statement, that closeness got awkward. Sources say he started skipping dinners and gatherings, not wanting to make things weird. Scott's in that awkward space again, an insider explained. He loves them all, but sometimes he's reminded that he's not really one of them anymore. In the weeks after Khloé's big moment, the family dynamic shifted, not dramatically, but noticeably. Fewer inside jokes, fewer all-sister hangouts, and way more caution about what gets caught on camera. For a family that's built an empire on transparency, that's new territory. A world where truth isn't something to monetize, but something to protect. And right at the center stood Khloé, the calm within the storm. The one sister who didn't speak for clicks or ratings, but for relief. She finally said what everyone else was too scared to admit. Some boundaries just aren't meant for TV. In a family fueled by noise, Khloé Kardashian found her power in quiet. She didn't rant. She didn't fight. She just spoke the truth and let the world decide what to do with it. After years of being misunderstood, of watching every friendship get twisted into gossip, Khloé finally did something radical in Kardashian culture. She chose peace over performance. Her statement about Scott wasn't just a denial, it was a message. A reminder that loyalty doesn't always come with strings, that love doesn't have to be romantic, and that family doesn't need the internet's approval to be real. For years, fans have painted Khloé as the emotional glue of the Kardashian dynasty. The forgiving one, the fixer, the sister who absorbs everyone else's chaos. But this time, she wasn't holding anyone else's baggage. She was protecting her own story. Finally. "I'm not explaining myself anymore," she said in one interview afterward. "People can believe whatever they want. I know my truth." And in a world obsessed with validation and noise, that is real strength. Now the drama's cooled. Scott's faded from the spotlight, Kourtney's moved forward with her new life, and Khloé, she's standing tall, unbothered, unshaken, unapologetically herself. She doesn't need the internet to define her or strangers to validate her relationships. Because sometimes the most powerful comeback isn't anger, it's clarity. Khloé Kardashian didn't just end a rumor, she reclaimed her peace. And in the Kardashian empire, peace is the rarest headline of all. So tell me, Hush Hush fam, what do you think? Was Khloé's calm honesty the closure this saga needed? Or is there still something bubbling under the surface she's not ready to share? Drop your thoughts below. Like, subscribe, and keep this convo alive, because in this world, your voice keeps the fame spinning. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one, only on Hush Hush Fame.